Hey everybody, welcome to Talk Daily. My name is Eddie, and today we're going to be talking about the Insurance Institute of Highway Safety adding scores to self-driving technologies in car. This article comes courtesy of Car and Driver and written by Mr. Sebastian Blanco. The IIHS is a body that exists in the United States that we have that does those scoring, usually for front crashes and side impact, and they give those data to insurance companies. You probably have something similar to where you live in your neck of the world. Anyway, going on with this article, why is this important? The insurance safety watchdog wants drivers to be forced to pay attention even when using autonomous features, and they're going to roll out grades to encourage it. There are no self-driving cars available to own today, but that isn't stopping automakers from hyping that these level 2 plus systems are offering more than they're capable of. And that's the caveat. Now, the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, IIHS, want to see just how good these partial automation technologies, and they're quoting it, partial automation, are good identifying distracted drivers, the one who are supposed to be actively participating. See the word actively participating, even if the car can change lanes or drive the speed of other cars automatically. You're going to start seeing a lot of these like specific words. Actively participating. IHS will issue its first rating later in 2022 and doesn't see any automaker system getting top marks just yet. I made a video before about the Mercedes-Benz and how they have the little self-driving car that only does up to 37 miles per hour on the Autobahn and a certain period, certain lanes in the Autobahn, a certain stretch of the Autobahn. So anyway, every country has its own thing going on right now, and obviously not everybody is fully satisfied with the technology yet. Some drivers might call it level 2 plus autonomous driving, or perhaps a partially self-driving vehicle. Companies call the technology these cars use things like autopilot, Tesla, pilot assist for Volvo, Super Cruise for GM, and whatever name you give the fancy driver assistance system in today's car, the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety is going to start figuring out just how safe they are really, especially when it comes to reducing intentional, unintentional misuse. And I mean, you see the word there, go intentional, unintentional misuse, actively participating. This is stuff is probably going to see a lot of those words. You're going to see it in probably in court cases. I guarantee you, accident, collision, property loss, etc. You're going to start seeing those words being used. And if you're probably studying law, and it's probably a great field to start, because this is the future, people. This is the future. IHS announced this week it will create a safeguard rating for partial automation technology and will rank these features with 1 of 4 rating: good, acceptable, marginal, and poor. The reason IHS said was because the group has not seen all the benefit in safer driving that partial automation promises. In 2022 study of 2013 to 2017 BMW vehicles by the IIHS Highway Loss Data Institute, for example, found that front crash prevention sensors and the addition of adaptive cruise control did reduce the amount of property damage and bodily injuries. But the further addition of lane centering as part of the company partial automated driving package had little impact. So lane centering didn't make a difference, apparently, had little impact. The group said that this time when Car and Driver test this, they did the testing in 2021, they found that they all had problems identifying inattentive drivers. And it goes on, this is a quote from Mr. David Harkley, president of IIHS. He said, partial automation system may make a long drive seem like less of a burden, but there is no evidence that they make driving safer. Yikes. He goes on saying, in fact, the opposite may be the case if the system lack adequate safeguard. So, I mean, they're pushing back on all the hype, which makes sense. We should have regulation. We need regulation, okay? Because remember, the bottom line, why do we have this technology is to make money. And if you can make more money, you're going to keep going making money, right? Why would you slow down making money? So this is why would you slow down? Because they're going to tell you, okay, well, slow down. We need technologies to be adequate. And that's good. They're not hindering anything. Anyway, to earn a good rating, driver assist system will have to be able to track where the driver is looking and needs to make sure drivers are watching the road with their hands on the wheel or are ready to grab it during entire drive. So basically, I probably imagine you have to be sitting in that seat, right? You can't leave the driver's seat. IIHS would also require a car to offer escalating alerts and have appropriate emergency procedure in place where the driver isn't paying attention. The IIHS said the different kind of warning, chims, vibration, pulsing of the brakes, or tugging on the driver's seatbelt are better than just one type, and that the driver who fails to respond to these alerts should be locked out of the system for the remainder of the drive until the engine is switched off and starts again. Wow. That's what we're gonna be buying in the future. Cars that, oh man. IHS doesn't expect any automaker system to get a good score when the first ratings are assigned later this year. While most partial automation systems have safeguard in place to help ensure drivers are focused and ready, none of them meets all the pending IHS criteria, the group wrote in a statement. People, that's what's going to happen in the future. You're going to be driving basically a car that has a black box. It's going to have data being gathered in it, and if you get in a collision, that data automatically is going to be transponded to the insurance company, and the law enforcement, whichever parties are involved, your lawyer, whatever, and you're just going to get an account of everything you did in the car, everything you said, where your eyes were looking, what were you doing. My older car doesn't do any of that. If I get in a car accident, I gotta call the police and get a police report. But in this modern car, again, they're not stating that, but that's obviously what all this is for. This is what it is all for. They're gonna grab all this data. Although this article not specifically stating that black box, but I bet you all these sensors, that's what they're doing. They're gathering data, and that data is not gonna be lost, because if you're driving and those keywords. I just marked them. They're talking about actively participating. I mean, we call it, the driver was distracted. Now it's saying, were you actively participating in the vehicle? Were you not participating? Intentional misuse, unintentional misuse. Maybe that's a misdemeanor. You were unintentionally misusing the vehicle. That driver license, the permit, I don't know how to, all the stuff is changing as we're talking right now. This is all brand new. Anyway, going on with the article, requirement for a good partial automotive safeguard rating. And it shows you, again, the link for this in the description below if you want to go ahead and look at it for yourself. Requirement for good partial automotive safeguard rating. You need to have monitors, both driver's gaze and hand position. So you have monitors looking at the driver gaze. Basically, are you blinking a lot? Are you, closing your eyes quite a bit? Where's your hands on the steering wheel? Multiple types of rapidly escalating alerts to get the driver's attention. They talked about the sound, the vibration, the seat belt tugging, and the fail-safe procedure slows the vehicle, notifies manufacturers, and keep automotive off limit for remainder of the drive. That is nuts. I mean, it makes sense if you are distracted, and to me, I just find it that my car would. I'm not used to it, but it's I want to say it's exciting. It's scary but exciting, and it's good. I mean, again, it's good if you are in for some reason unable to drive, your vehicle will stop. That's good. Safely pull you over on the side of the road. Automated lane change must be initiated or confirmed by the driver. Again, that the driver has to be in control. And then the stuff that's not good, I don't know, they have that was a check mark, and that one has like a circle, like no. Adaptive cruise control does not automatically resume after lengthy stop or if the driver is not looking at the road. Yeesh. And lane centering does not discourage steering by the driver. Yeah, you shouldn't do that. I mean, well, I guess currently it doesn't do that. They want it, I guess, if the driver trying to turn into a car that's next to him. Automotive feature cannot be used with seatbelt unfastened. If the seatbelt is unfastened, you cannot use any of this stuff. Automotive features cannot be used with automatic emergency braking or lane departure prevention warning disabled. Oh man. Anyway, so he goes on saying this will be a good place to mention that there are no fully self-driving vehicles available to buy in the US today, even as some automaker hype their system capability beyond what is real. And I'm telling you right now, I'm probably talking about Tesla. Some manufacturers have oversold the capability of their system, promoting drivers to treat their system as if they can drive the car on their own. IIHS wrote. In these cases, drivers have been documented watching videos of playing games in their cell phone or even taking naps while speeding down the freeway. Again, they're talking about the fatal class with the Tesla Model X, where the driver was likely playing video games while driving. I put that in quote. Again, nothing takes away from you are the pilot of the vehicle. Okay, you are the driver. You have a driver license. Your job is to drive, and uh, you're putting your life at hand and everyone else around you. So always pay attention to the road. This technology is amazing. I love it. I think it makes your life easier. But as they said, it's not. It is not at the point where you can just take a nap and the car will get you to your destination. We're not at that stage yet. Be patient. But again, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So while all this technology is being made, there's your insurance company going, not too fast. And as I mentioned, if you're studying law, I'm pretty sure this is a brand new field that if you are get in it, because you're gonna have so many lawsuits. Like these words, I mean, as I said, when you're reading it, you could already sense it. Are you actively participating in the driving? Was he actively participating? Was it intentional, unintentional misuse of the system? I mean, that's probably going to be data showing that you were looking this way for this second, and another second you look that way because the sensor is capturing your eye, your hands on the steering wheel. Um, I mean, can you imagine all the sensor that's supposed to vibrate? His chest didn't vibrate strong enough. He didn't feel it because he was wearing a coat. There you go, there you go. And it should have been better, or the tug on his seatbelt wasn't that noticeable because it was too short, or where the driver was too short. Whatever. I'm just talking about like this realm that it's gonna be the insurance company versus the manufacturer versus the claim, etc. So we are on the tip of the iceberg, but yeah, it's natural to see the IIHS stepping up and the sun putting ratings. And anyways, let me know what you guys think. You think this is good? You think it's bad? And if you're purchasing a vehicle that, I think they're going to start rolling this out after 2022. So if you're going to purchase a new vehicle 2023, you might see those ratings in the vehicle. Anyways, let us know what you think in the comments below. And once again, thanks to you for watching. My name is Eddie, and as always, drive safe. Be safe out there. Thanks for watching, and if you like this content, why not subscribe and like? Thank you. See you next time. Be safe. Bye-bye.